with Disruptor, I feel, in a while.
And it's a flex pick. We don't know exactly if it's offlane or if it's the secondary support. It's more than likely.
Oh, it was.
I'm going to put it.
Moon did play earlier, and he had a really.
That's
good
why
game.
I'm going to put it in the offlane for now.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Put it in the offlane. Put it in the offlane.
I think he had such a good game. And they could even do something similar to last time and get him in a 1v1 matchup. That wasn't, I mean, that just ended up happening because the other team set it up for him. But.
Yeah, because I guess we do alright against the Brew. I mean, well, the Brew probably still wins, but...
No, you beat Brew.
You can threaten him.
Sanky can beat Brew. Yeah, Caustic's too good. Yeah. I mean, the thing is you're going to miss a couple, but...
Not too bad.
You don't need to get the last hit. Caustic's still going to pop. And you can, stun to get the last hit afterwards, right? So you can hit it and then stun through.
Okay.
Sanking is usually the dominator.
Yeah, well, you buy a stick and then you got the mana for days. Yeah, okay. Yep. I get you. Yeah, Sanking's strong in that.
Stick into Soul Ring, and or stick into Bottle even, and he would do fine for Brew.
Yeah, stick into Bottle sounds very good here for them.
If he's in that matchup, of course. So now Suicide.
They want to try and find that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, then I mean, yeah. If you had the right sort of supports around a CK, you can definitely go aggressive.
Can't they just pick Dusa and then go Aghanims for the CK too?
I mean,
do they want to double down?
Because that is true. Don't you want to sort of make sure the Suicide team themselves don't take that Dusa?
I mean, Suicide could just take it right here.
They could.
Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
And Spirit does take the Coddle. All right. I was right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's the FK offlane. I mean, you're bang on.
But
I have a call.
I guess he just really likes playing it. I didn't know if he was going to only do it versus the Lycan, but okay, they do the similar thing, and I think they're going to go for that dual pressure, right?
So, I mean, the Bounty Hunter pick is something that's a little different.
That is different.
We haven't really seen too much. Well, we haven't seen, I don't think, at all in any of the games here in the CIS region so far.
No, but I'm a big fan of the hero right now, actually.
I'm a big fan of it when it's sort of comboed with sort of the right sort of pairings. I like it. I guess the Bounty Death Prophet's quite nice because with the track, movement speed, and the Siphon Slow, it's very easy for you to just chase down heroes in the team fight with the use of the Exorcism.
I'm going to put him near mid, too. I think they just want to crush the mid lane.
I think, I'm looking to sort of see this final big pick from Suicide being something that's going to have... that is going to be able to benefit of having that track vision and going from target to target. Because, I mean, the big ones like Tinker's banned out. Obviously, OD, Hurricane Pike banned out as well.
Gyro, maybe? For the flak, but
I mean Gyro, I guess.
Against CK, you're kind of squishy if you're not. But you can get online faster. If it gets to late game, you're gonna be screwed.
As long as you can get towards that CK before he has the heart, at least. Ideally, if you get to him before he has the armlet. Because once the armlet is there, it's a little hard because you just don't have the damage with your combo ready to fight for the strength.
If you get like BKB Butterfly, then you're in a great spot for CK. But if you're behind and CK gets the heart before that, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, and then the BKB ain't gonna help you once he gets that Reality Rift through Magic Immune.
What other options?
Well, as the final ban for Spirit, I think the heroes that you're most worried about, I think it may even still be like, you are still a little worried about the Dusa.
I guess, yeah.
Because of how good it is against the CK and his illusion. I guess they already had the Brew, so maybe it'll be too much on top of one another. They actually ban out the Life Stealer, so...
I think Suicide can still go Dusa here.
Yeah, Quat being the last pick for Team Spirit. As we have said already today, ILTW, Queen of Pain.
Maybe it's a bit greedy.
It's going to be good.
Maybe it's a bit greedy.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, any of a Hurricane Pike.
5 seconds remaining.
The CK is going to get bit. That's the problem. They go with the Gyro.
It is a Gyro.
Okay, so
bang on.
That's the hero that you're looking to utilize the vision of the track, as you say. Flat Cannon's going to be good, but it's all going to be about this timing. If
he can get punished.
Gets on top of him, and if the Gyro gets left behind, it's going to be rough. It's going to be sort of similar to we saw a game yesterday where a Luna gets behind, and it's this core that would very much have good effect being on the same level, but as soon as you're behind, there's just no coming back.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, Sanking and Coddle, as a Gyro, you don't have the most range early on. You're actually pretty close to the creep wave.
I do think it's a tough game for
I think it's actually tough for the Gyro. I think you have to be ahead in this game, but I do like that they picked this fast-paced kind of lineup. But I did see, it was BZZ yesterday who was on the Death Prophet versus Empire, right? Where he just died 4 times in the laning phase and the game was over.
It was when he was getting dove by the...
he got dove by the Gyro.
Yeah.
But,
So, predictions for this matchup. I gotta be honest, as I said, I got my doubts about the Gyro. I think there's a lot of things that are going to be blowing him up at the early stage of the game, and I think they'd have to win it too hard to actually have an impact this game. So I've got to go with Spirit.
I'm also going with Spirit. I think Coddle can delay the game versus this Death Prophet, and I think they're going to struggle to break high ground, and I think that's where Spirit's going to be able to split them up, take lots of fights.
I don't think the CK is going to have the same issues as he has yesterday.
I agree. I don't think that they addressed it so much. Brewmaster is super good versus it, though. That Dispel It does 1,000 damage, does pretty much like 3,000 damage to the CK things, Phantasm, so they are going to have to focus on catching that Brewmaster in the fights for Spirit if they do want to take the engagements. And let's go!
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here we have the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9, the penultimate matchup of this region. Team Spirit against Suicide Team, winner of this best of 3 to move on and play against Team Empire in the finals for that spot at the DreamHack LAN. Let's see what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to come out on top? What lanes are we going to get? Is Moon going to go ham again? We have seen it already today on his Sand King.
30 seconds.
ILTW Queen of Pain. There's a lot of things for Suicide Team to be scared of. But as you say, if they do get the momentum early, they have got the Bounty Hunter. They themselves can get very far ahead if they're able to get track kill upon track kill.
They need to get some... I think that's also why they picked the Bounty Hunters, that they want to just snowball really hard in the laning phase and just... I think they have to play ahead, because if you're playing behind and you're versus Disruptor, you're going to keep getting glimpsed back and you're going to get killed a lot over and over again. But with Bounty Hunter, you start the fights, you just constantly run in. And they get a D-ward right away, so Shaklo is a happy man.
Let's see what they can do here. So the lanes that we have got going on, Shashlo will head up top on the Bounty, on the Brute here. Has actually got the Bounty with him as well. FNG and Illidan just forcing Shashlo back. Velo's going to come in from the back of it and get that pull onto the top wave. And we'll be able to set that up and secure that for his Shashlo Brewmaster underneath the tower, most certainly.
He's going to make sure that he gets... Yeah, just make sure he gets at least something up there, because he can't get bullied a bit on the Brew versus CK Disruptor. CK can spam the spells pretty hard with Mango. Makes it pretty hard versus Tulane, actually. New Mango change, very good on Strength Heroes. 175 manas. The Dream. So yeah, as we thought, Sanking plus Coddle Bottom, they are going to be pressuring Gyro a bit, and it is just a mostly 1v1, but yeah, Bounty gonna move there, and then that's where the harassment starts. I think this is a good approach versus ILTW. Like we said in the last game, this guy does seem just to be the better 1v1, at least, from what we've seen.
Let's see how much the Sand King Gyro, the Sand King Cole can do down here. I mean, we saw sort of the Cottle lane before put a lot of pressure on, or at least try to run a Lycan. Lycan, of course, has that self-sustain. Gyro not quite as fortunate of a core. He's going to have to be pulling out the regen to keep himself alive. Up top, FNG is getting run down here by Shashlo. Very low. We'll drop a sentry just in case there is a bounty coming in to look for him, but it's not going to be the case, so FNG will be fine. Now they look to turn onto Shashlo. Won't quite have the damage to kill him. Just a bit of harassment in return. FNG will be fine for now.
He was dancing, FNG was dancing with the creep wave to make sure it didn't go under his tower, so he took a lot of damage. Brew, because of that bounty pull, he is 6-0 top, and they're harassing this Queen of Pain quite heavily in mid.
Yeah, ILTW being kept on his toes. He does have to bop us out. Velor still in the neighborhood and has the sentry down himself, so we'll be able to maintain control of this mid lane and really keep the pressure high for ILTW's Queen of Pain.
Mm-hmm. Bounty rune time. So you can take a little bit of harassment from Maledict. Biver's Invis down here. Not the greatest ganking hero. You can just throw a blast off from the sidelines. Bounty. Now making the rotation, Valor. Biver might get caught out by this one. He might not expect this Bounty to be down here just yet.
Let's see what they can have here. They've got the Maledict.
Oh, Biver's dead.
He's looking for the body blocks. Yeah, with the cast coming in, that will be your first blood. Velor getting the job done with these movements on the Bounty. Quick burst strike out from S-Moon as he gets himself away. First blood for Suicide Team.
Top as well, Shaklo. Should go down here to Illidan and FNG. And he does.
And money goes towards Illidan as well. He'll get the final touch on that. Illidan, of course, getting free farm as of now. 13 for 7, highest CS in the game.
Yeah, let's see if he goes that Soul Ring build that he did before. I do like it. Always having mana for your 2 spells is just great on CK. Bottom, pressure continues. Gyro running low on regen already. Has 1 more salve left. But getting heavily pressured, but still last hitting okay. 11 and 4, but 18 and 8 on the CK.
It's the difference is it's going to get bigger and bigger at this rate.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard for the Gyro to keep up with.
they can't really pressure the CK is the problem. They can kill the support, but killing the CK without a core rotation is going to be quite tough, which won't happen for another like 3-4 minutes until maybe when Gyro gets 6 they can make the way up there. But speaking of the support,
yeah, he has got the kinetic field to try and buy him time to get out, but the Shuriken comes through from Velo, and FNG losing his life as the bounty movements catch him off guard.
Velo is on point with his rotations, taking the creep wave top to help the Brew, harassing mid, killing bottom, killing top. All his last 4 minutes have been pretty much perfect.
2-1. 4 minutes in, pretty close between the two sides. Up top again, Shashlo will be held down by the kinetic field.
The Soul Ring has been delivered, so it doesn't make it a lot harder now to lane versus the CK. But like we said, full free farming, has great amount of sustain, not getting pushed back. While you look at Gyro, completely out of regen, had to actually bring more tangos out, and only 13-4 last hits, and every time he walks up, eats a stun into a Coddle Blast.
Mid lane. TW trying to move on to BZZ, up top Shashlo. Always cutting the field, pops the stick charges, not enough to keep him alive. Velo might be in trouble as well. He's trying to man up against FNG. Has he got the burst to finish him? He's looking for the Shuriken, but the stun
FNG
under the tower, holding Velo down. Velo will go, and he can't get that Shuriken out.
The fog usage by FNG gives him a game as hard. And now they are aware that there was a ward there too, FNG.
Yeah. And this is what, sure, we saw like FNG get picked off up here, but the fact is that, as you said, they're not killing the CK, and now Illidan's getting involved in these kills that they're sort of handing him on a platter. This
full free farm, and
this is, I think we're going to start to see the reason why they do pick it second pick sometimes, and why teams are banning it out.
Yeah, it just makes the lane pretty strong. Once you get Soul Ring, it's really hard to just lane up there. And I mean, this Queen of Pain, it was a started dual lane mid, and he has completely leveled the playing field versus BZZ's Death Prophet, actually with an XP advantage because of that dual lane on the Queen of Pain. So I'd say 2 out of 3 of the lanes are going extremely well for Spirit. The third one's even not going bad at all. It's going well. The bounty play, though, has still been very nice for Suicide Team to make space. They got to make quite a lot with it. So I think when Gyro hits 6, I think making the first rotation onto CK could be nice. Viper camping a haste rune bottom. LTW is going to be quite happy with that one.
There we go.
They actually are making the rotation bottom because of this haste rune.
Yeah, see if they can turn things around. Are they going to find the blast connection? They are going to see Moon try and get in. The blast is going to miss, but ILTW jumps forward. Die going immediately for the TP out, but he's not going to make it. They find the Burrow Strike from Moon. Die's held down, and they'll take down the Gyro. The big kill there for Spirit off the back of that rotation. Top lane as well. Shashlo's in trouble. Illidan moves in. Another kill into the hands of this Chaos Knight. Things are starting to look a bit rocky quite early on here for Suicide Team. With these cores making these moves.
Very fortunate haste rune. But yeah, top lane, Illidan, absolute free farm. Ruining Shaklo's life as well. Moon? Maledict is going to bring him down.
Yeah, he's gone. So, yeah, we'll find a kill in return. Top lane, Shashlo again. My man, he's having trouble, Giannis.
He is having
been
more than trouble.
Repeatedly, what, the third death? Fourth death on this off lane for Shashlo. As he has got to tone down the feed there.
Oh yeah, Shashlo. I said Shaklo. Come on, man, you gotta fix me.
Shashlo.
Illidan trying to get the tower last hit. He will get it. 1,400 gold now.
This is this CK is looking scary. This is
gonna have a very early armlet. Gyro getting stunned. Coddle Blast is off the mark, but you can see he is not farming well at all.
He's nearly lost his tower down here.
Oh my goodness. It's not great for them so far. They're gonna need this BCZ, this Death Prophet to make the rotations to bring them back in the game. He doesn't really want to do that though. He wants to be able to push mid while he knows Queen of Pain is roaming. He ideally would like to use Exorcism and hit the tower, but he's not actually doing so just yet. Yeah, they're gonna claim bottom tower. Sanking. Level 5. Going to be on the way toward Blink Dagger. Did not go bottle this game because he has the Coddle laning with him, but there's a hefty stack that they have right there. That is a quad stack that the Sanking and the Coddle can start working on.
Lots of money into the bank for these two.
Velo is probably just going to sit around and just steal the experience.
Yeah, that's the least he can do.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to show. How's that? As you say, the XP will get shared, but still good amount of money for Spirit to pick up an all Shashlo.
So you're going to get glimpsed back.
Oh, they got the CK in range. Yes, they have. Not again. Not like this for Shashlo.
Gyro's coming.
Indeed, not like this. He will be able to turn. Die. With a very crucial TP coming in, making sure that Shashlo doesn't fall again.
ILTW.
Silence the Shuriken. They've managed to catch out another.
There we go.
That is what Suicide Team are hoping for. Their 2 cores quickly off the map for Spirit. And maybe more, as they have got the ghosts out. They can put pressure onto this tier 1 mid.
Biver's there now, though. Gonna start spamming away the creep wave at least. Should be able to slow down that push quite a lot. Rotation's also coming in. We see S-Moon, he draws the line. He wants to be able to punish mid, and the port comes in from Illidan too. Trying to catch somebody here. But BZZ already starts to back away.
Yeah, I've got a Sand King coming in from the side.
I think the name of the game, though, is going to be Active Dota for the Radiant squad. BZZ. They actually closed the gap.
Oh, that burrow strike. Just on the edge there. They commit the Sonic Wave, but they're not actually going to get the kill by the looks of it. The Spirit Siphon and the Primal Split turnaround from Shashlo comes forward. They've got the stun onto the quad. ILTW able to get out to the side with the blink in. Maledict won't be enough damage to finish him off. The rest of the Spirits continuing to chase ILTW. It won't be enough. ILTW gets himself out of there.
Finds himself double bounty rune as well if he wants to blink downward, but he wants to look to defend mid. Glimpse comes out. Shashlo.
FNG also being looked towards, though. They have got the kinetic field drop down. FNG trying to get out. It's not going to make it. Shuriken's down, and the right click from the bouncy finishes him off.
Good couple minutes or so for Suicide Team.
They're cleaning things up a little bit.
Yeah, moved it from 4K, a little bit like 4.2K to a little bit around 3K advantage.
I mean, Illidan's still farming a treat, as you can see on the network. Still quite a difference between him and the other cores in this game. But good intentions there from Suicide Team with the way that they clean that up. They've got to do a lot more, though, to make sure this Gyro can really get back in and get on top this game.
Yeah, he's very susceptible just getting bursted. He has to go for this like drum kind of build. Top, Illidan. With Phantasm. Actually was just able to just dive.
It's getting solo kills now.
Poor Brew.
Shashlo, when he doesn't have his primal splits, he's got to be so careful where he goes out to on the lanes.
He's bottom 4 net worth now. He's actually fallen behind Coddle. Not having a great time. 5 deaths on him now.
Now Shrine up for the lads of Suicide Team.
ILTW has full Veil finished up, so Veil, and they have Sanking and Coddle on their team. They've got a hefty amount of magical damage. But activity is what they need to be doing on Suicide, and they're smoking up.
Let's see what they can get here. They don't, I mean, so in terms of the opening stun, it's more about the opening silence, really. They have to get the silence out for the DP and get the rundown from the rest of them. But I don't know if they'll find anything here. It's quite hard. I mean, already...
Uh-oh, top again. They were smoked up. They're looking for the play.
Oh, no. Shashlo. It's getting rough for this Brew. He may...
FNG, or Illidan's out.
FNG may be in trouble, though. The cooldown slow is there. He has got the kinetic field, but a paralyzing cast comes across, so they do have the track now upon him. So that'll be a track kill for Suicide Team.
Yeah, they need gold. They definitely need those. ILTW split pushing bottom, while at the same time Biver's pushing out mid. But they're looking to take this engagement top. Sanking does have a blink dagger. So with Epi, they have a hell of a lot of damage. Epi plus Veil.
Let's see if that's enough. They jump in onto the Death Prophet with the Sonic Wave as well. It is. BZZ down. Wrap around attempted by the Witch Doctor. He pops the Maledict down on it. They have got the track onto 2, but he's underneath the tower. Team Spirit just turn and right click him.
They want vision.
Him down. Can they get this jump in? They've got the blink forward. They've got the control with the Burrow Strike. Jump forward from ILTW and the glimpse back from FNG. Die is held in place and taken down as well. Velo's still hanging around here. There's going to be a homing missile. He's going to look to take this kill, but the raindrop! The raindrop and the blinding light saving Moon, and Team Spirit just end up taking another kill. He couldn't quite get the Sanking there.
Spirit's actually so damn good at defending their tier 1s. The last game, the last series, they were literally doing the same exact thing, porting 2-3 heroes, defending those tier 1s with no fear whatsoever. This time again, they do that, they shrine up, they're still ready to go. They're ready to make the action. The shrine was used under a ward, so They should expect this on Suicide Team. They should expect that Spirit's running at them.
Oh. And you're going to see this attempt here onto BZZ. They do have ILTW as well. It's enough. BZZ's down. Illidan's falling low though. Deathwall comes in, but the Burrow Strike and Static Storm drops straight onto the two of them. Shashlo, he's silenced, but he just managed to get out. Gets the primal split off in time. And now they're looking to chase. See if they can get kills out of this. They get the boulder out onto FNG. FNG locked down, but he's still able to run though. The right click from the Wind Panda takes him out and down. They have turned. They have taken down the Witch Doctor. Can they get anything more out of this? 2 for 2 at the moment. The pop from Moon as he comes in with a final right click onto Dice Gyro. Takes him out of the fight. Shashlo's still alive. Moon's going to head over and see if he can control him. Shashlo will get the double as he manages to crit down the Keeper of the Light. But Shashlo, he could be in trouble. Burrow Strike forward from Moon. They have got the Drunken Haze. Jump forward from ILTW. Has the screen to finish it off. BZZ looking for kills in response. ILTW, he will let the blink back up in a second. Is it going to be soon enough? Velo's there with the chase down. Looks for the Shuriken. It comes out. ILTW, who's even thinking about going back in on that one? But he'll play it safe. Blink out. Get himself away from that.
That was almost a really good team fight for Suicide Team. To be honest, Illidan was TPing home and then canceled his TP and just died. I'm not sure. I think his team was probably saying keep engaging because they all ran in afterwards, but he did feed away an extra track kill that maybe he wouldn't have given because if he just finished the TP. But a couple track kills coming out, and that was their big ultis expended. I think they needed to get a little bit more out of that one. They at least still has Exorcism, but they weren't able to turn that into an objective. And now all of Spirit's alive. They've got Sanking ulti up. They've got Queen of Pain ulti too. They're ready to take the fight versus Suicide. CK's net worth still just out of control here.
They still need to somehow close that gap with the Gyro. I mean, he's the highest net worth, at least on his own team, But as you say, still that difference between him and ILTW and Illidan.
The biggest fear for me is this Death Prophet. No Yule Scepter, still not even very close to it, to be honest. And there's no save on his team. So if they actually can get on top of this DP and all these engagements, she is just straight up dead to Team Spirit. So Suicide has to do a really good job of protecting BZZ.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But look at this. They are so ready to take this fight at the tier 1. This is their jam. This is just their specialty for Spirit, it seems. Taking tier 1 fights. FNG showing his face. They see Moon, S-Moon as well. Velor
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
is going to go in.
They're going to open up straight away. Does get the Soundstorm down, but the silence is there. Static Storm will be laid down. That's going to be able to create the space for Moon to back out. In fact, they could go back in. That holds back the Death Prophet and the Bounty. Primal split on the front lines, though, causing issues for Illidan. As Shashlo is trying to go straight upon him. The panels are falling low, so he's going to have to start taking some of them out of there.
Shashlo did ult, and he did use the Dispel and instantly killed the Phantasm Illusions. But he looks like he will play with his life here. He's going for a neat little juke, but they found him.
Yeah, they have indeed. Glimpse into the Burrow Strike. They drag him out with the Rift, and Shashlo's down.
At least they get a tower, but they don't get any big kills, and Spirit didn't really have to expend like crazy amount either. Oh, it actually, sorry, that was the Phantasm in the mid lane, I guess. Sorry about that. I thought he'd use the Phantasm as he ported, because I did saw the Bruce split, but I guess he just sent it mid to take it tier 2, so...
Yeah, I guess he probably saw the split, and then, yeah, immediately just sent the illusions away from the fight.
Okay, yeah, that changes even more.
Nice smart moves from Illidan.
Yeah.
We don't, I say that's some next level stuff.
Sorry about that. I saw the Phantasm on cooldown, and I saw the...
You did use it just before the fight, yeah.
Yep. So he pushed out the mid lane, he's got Reaver now. And I guess, I mean, Suicide got the tower, but it was very costly for them in Spirit. They have momentum on all 3 lanes now. Man, Illidan's been playing on point, even though, like this one, he was a first 2 CK.
Yep.
He's playing versus Brewmaster and stuff, and he's still having a pretty solid game, 5 and 2 and 5. One of his deaths was, I mean, he canceled his TP and died, which it was a team call, but...
Oh, that's a good W.
He's doing a very good job.
He actually jumps in onto Velor. He's looking for the action, but the Exorcism is out. They will bring Illidan into the middle of it all. Static Storm's down. Illidan is going to drag back the man into the Sonic Wave. That's BZZ down. A cooldown from Dive. They're going to look to try and turn this one. Suicide Team moving straight onto Illidan, but Illidan, 4 times low ground. It's not going to keep him alive. The track of the flat cannon bringing him down. Epicenter's come through from Moon. He has the Burrow Strike onto Shashlo. Do they have the damage to bring down this brew? He tries to turn towards ILTW. ILTW will that blink back up in a second. Does jump out to the sideline. Maledict on him. Is it going to pop him? He goes for the TP out. He should be fine. Moon is just still looking to fire around with this one. Burrow Strike out on 2. They have got the connection on to Die. He is ticking down low. This Witch Doctor getting beaten down pretty badly as well. I mean, Moon could try and come back in, and he will do indeed. Blinks forward, finds the Burrow Strike, and is able to pick off Meow on Witch Doctor as well at the end of all of that.
They're just running at this Death Prophet, because there's still no Yule Scepter. So right there you see Disruptor ulti on the Death Prophet, who's a lot of their damage just gets instantly blown up, and the Death Prophet is supposed to be doing the most damage, is actually doing the least, because she just can't survive in the engagements. Too much burst coming out from Spirit, and they're being very active and quick with their rotations. Right away, now look at this. They bring 4 heroes bottom again. No hesitation.
Another tier 2 tower falling down on the bottom lane.
They're getting collapsed in top lane.
Illidan, he's found himself a freebie straight in onto BZZ. The Death Prophet's gone. Not here for this inevitable defense they're going to have to put together down bottom. 40 seconds without BZZ.
And they just recall Illidan down bottom. He's ready to start hitting the tower. They have DD on ILTW for the full duration as well. How's the Coddle Ags doing? Coddle Ags is in about 1200 too, but they're just trying to break the tier 3.
Now look at this as well. You know, they recall Illidan down here, but his illusions, they're still top. The Phantasms are pressuring in a second lane.
Maybe that's why you banned it versus him, right?
I mean,
he's got a full...
have a good game, and oh, look at that jumper straight away with the burst as well. Looking to take out the bounty, and they'll get it. Bounty's out of the fight.
Damn. He's gonna have a full heart on CK in a second. ILTW does get a decent amount of damage, has to TP out. He can get recalled back in about 20 seconds if they want to continue pressuring down here.
Yeah, they've not quite got the Aghanims on the Keeper of the Light, but they are closing in.
They're gonna back out, it looks like. Bruce Split's back online. DP ulti's online too. They don't want to take a head-on engagement versus that just yet. They will have Heart CK though, so he is going to be, I mean, pretty resistant to all that damage. But I mean, the one thing is if BZZ survives and he can get a lot of Spirit Siphons, that is a Heart CK, so he will be able to get a lot.
Sure.
A lot of healing
so
at least.
It's a lot of percentage heal. I mean, it's just overall the sustain, the way that they can stay out the side of the base with the heart heal, with the Keeper of the Light Aghanims that Biva is very close to having.
Yeah, and they're just going to keep the pressure up. They're going to push the side lanes in constantly, and then just go for this tier 3, constantly pushing in. Yeah, Heart online. 4.1 KHP, also hits level 15, so he gets the Strength Talent on top. So I'm very happy. Chaos Knight.
Oh, look at this wraparound. Well, I'm going to see them try for a smoke, look to try and come in at an angle that will catch Spirit off guard.
They want FNG. The smoke gets broke though.
And suddenly it all becomes very awkward.
Yep.
They can't do anything off the back of that movement anymore. They have to head back.
They're losing their tier 3 though.
They are slowly but surely getting pushed down by the creeps and such. Here we go, 10 with the cooldown, the paralyzing cast. It's going to bounce into the Sankey, so he's going to be fine. Illidan, focus, tracks upon him. There's the jump to the high ground with the Bow Strike. Moon getting himself out of there. They look to disengage away from the Exorcism. Illidan is getting focused. They have the Spirit Siphon slowing him down. Jump forward from RTW, comes in with the Sonic Wave, but the Yule Scepter dodge was there from BZZ. Bow Strike follow up from Moon, catches out 2 with the stun. Now his own Yule's trying to buy some time to keep himself alive, but they've lost FNG. They've lost Illidan. This is the turnaround the Suicide team need. They may get more. The silence comes out from the Death Prophet onto the Sand King. Moon to fall as well. 3 heroes down. Suicide team hold. With quite a defense indeed.
Death Prophet, that Yule Scepter, that like single individual Yule Scepter may have like won them that fight. He resisted so much damage. They actually were able to just chase the CK.
Oh, they tried for the Shuriken bounce there. But the Yule Scepter's out to dodge it. ILTW does survive.
They chased the CK, so he wasn't able to use Phantasm at all because he didn't want to pop it into the Bruce Split, and they wanted to disengage from the Exorcism. But yeah, with track and with all that movement speed, Spirit just making some mistakes, not expecting the DP to dodge so many spells with that Yule Scepter, dodged the full Epi, as well as quite a lot of the Queen of Pain spells.
Yeah, they've got to try and get that instant stun on her before that Yule's comes out.
Yep.
It just makes it so chaotic in the fights.
That was pretty nice though, getting that chase out on the CK, because it did look like Gyro was just going to get blown up by all the spell damage, but the Death Prophet just ran in with the Bruce Splits, and yeah, with that very nice timing on the Yules. Because Sand King also Epi burrowed the Death Prophet, it was just a lot of spells were dodged, and now the smoke comes out, the Aghanims is finished on Coddle, daytime in 40 seconds, they're going to look to close out that bottom lane. Still at a 6k advantage, but that was a pretty decent swing for Suicide. BKB almost finished up on Gyro. couple more fights like that, and they are absolutely back in this game, though. But still, it is going to be a little bit harder now that it is daytime with the Coddle Aghanims. That extra heals will make it very difficult to take fights.
And we'll see how they go about breaking the base again.
Yeah. They can constantly... This is the really beautiful thing about Coddle is, too, you can always address your side lanes. You just TP over there, push the side lane out, get recalled back in, and daytime hits. So you will see ILTW push top. They'll recall as Illidan pushes bottom too. And it's go time. But Suicide Team does have everything ready to be expended. Blink on Brew, Brew ulti, Exorcism as well. And very close to that gyro BKB. He might sell something for it. He does. He sells the wand.
Oh, they do get grab.
Witch Doctor, no. They need everybody to mount this defense.
And now they're a man down for 30 seconds on the sidelines. We've got LTW coming in. He's got the Sonic Wave onto 3. Dye's going to look for the play as he moves in with the BKB and cooldown. Trying to go straight for Illidan, and the epicenter is going to be fluffed as Moon can't get in. Blink is cancelled, so can't jump in for the full effect.
Phantasm gets deleted by the Brew.
It's going to be able to take out one of the pandas. Silence out. They are moving forward with the Exorcism. BCZ wanting to fight. Burrow Strike comes in from Moon. Jump forward to get the clap from 2. Standing Storms down. They're looking to control the DP. Now hold her back. Can they finish her off? Illidan moving back in. Trying to finish this man off. Can he get the Death Prophet kill? It's going to be close. The Siphon's not enough to keep her alive. BCZ is down. Double kill for ILTW. Die falls as well. They're jumping in for more. ILTW a little low on the mana. The Death Ward bringing him down very low with the Maledict. He's probably going to pop it. Indeed, GG is called. The 2 cores out and down. Gyro without buyback. It's just a little too much for Suicide Team in this game. As Team Spirit, they certainly had the edge. Again, we saw Suicide Team with a bit of a kick, bit of a fight, but they were always playing from behind at the end of the day here.